Guardians' Kyle Manzardo is picking up where he left off. Manzardo apparently having a good season. Haven't watched a ton of Guardians games this year. What do you think about the Guardians start their season?
Yeah, I mean, I also don't really enjoy watching the Guardians. They're just kind of one of those like annoying teams that just wins somehow.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing was, like it says, trading Josh Naylor shows their belief in Manzardo. And the Rays don't really get fleeced that much, but they traded Kyle Manzardo to Cleveland to get Aaron Savali, and that didn't work out at all.
Yeah.
So rare loss for Tampa, but I've always liked Manzardo as a prospect, and I don't know exactly what his role is this year. I would guess DH with Carlos Santana at first, but I would expect him to keep the trend up. I think he's always been a good hitter, so I don't really know what the Rays were doing trading him.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not too sure. That's a rare miss from the Rays there. Got two things. Number one, I just found out that Nolan Jones is back on the Guardians. That's crazy. And then Ben Lively as their opening day starter. I never thought I'd see the day where Ben Lively would be starting for.
It was an emergency, but yes, he did start.
Yes, but an opening day, good for him. An opening day start is an opening day start. So
yeah.
But yeah, Cleveland. Next up, we got the Royals. This one hurts me a lot to read out loud. While the Royals trade for India and young outfielder Joey Wiemer, and it looks like India is doing very well in his new spot. What do you think about the Royals and our guy?
Yeah, I was kind of low on him, and I'm going to stick with it. But the top duo of India and Bobby Witt at the top of the lineup, it's pretty nice. And I don't know, I want to say we've talked about this before, but it might have been the Royals preview. I don't really know what his position is. Played him all over the place.
Right.
So yeah, I don't. If they're willing to sacrifice the defense for a solid leadoff hitter, then so be it. But honestly, it looks like a win-win trade so far. I mean, Singer's only pitched one game for the Reds, but
yeah,
he needed. So yeah, I'm happy for India. I hope he finds and continues his success with Kansas City.
Definitely, I do too. We talked about this in the video that got taken down, but Bubic had a good game.
Yes.
That'd be a cool little lefty duo with Bubic and Reagans if that's able to pan out. Tigers, Torque is back. I'm not sure if back is a good way to phrase it because I'm not sure if he was ever here. But Spencer Torkelson is in the lineup, and he's been doing really well. What do you think about the Tigers so far?
Well, losing Glaber right away kind of hurts. But, I mean, it does give opportunity for Torkelson. I don't know. They definitely have some stuff to figure out. Jackson Job's still getting adjusted. His stuff's really good. His fastball data is also really good, and somehow it's getting hit. So they'll have to sort that out, I guess. But I don't really know. I mean, like I said, it's a little too early to assume anything, but it's never a bad sign when your number one pick starts to look like a number one pick.
Definitely. Never a bad sign. My take is that Gleyber Torres being on an MLB roster is crazy, and I can't believe it. Not Gleyber Torres. I meant Javier Baez. Javier Baez being on the roster. Yep, Javier Baez. Two different guys. Javier Baez. Man, he was good for the Cubs, but geez, for like 1 year. Twins, they need the stars to be stars. I guess they're referring to Pablo Lopez, Joe Ryan, Carlos Correa, and Byron Buxton as stars. What do you think about the Twins?
The opening series was a tough watch,
Yeah.
to put it lightly. They just could not score, and they were getting carved up by Martin Perez. So
Yep.
that's all you
Martin
need
Perez.
about that. Recently, though, being today and yesterday, they've kind of figured it out. The article mentions Castro and Larnick, but old friend Harrison Bader has 3 home runs already.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
He's off to a nice start. Buxton hit a home run yesterday, I believe. So I think you'll slowly see improvement. Correa is still struggling a little bit. Joe Ryan was okay today. Not insane. I want to say it was like 5 innings, 2 runs, maybe something like that. And then, Pablo Lopez is always a big wild card. So
Yeah.
he's kind of tough to evaluate until you have bigger sample size. But the strength is their lineup, and they just need consistency 1 through 9.
Absolutely. Totally agree. My takeaway is that they have a guy who's played 4 games, only had 3 at-bats. His name is Deshaun, and he's white.
He is.
First time I've ever seen that before. Kudos to Deshaun. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. Heck of a name. I'm in on the Twins just because of that. White Sox. Surprise! The Chicago White Sox are only in 4th place to start the year, and they went 28 scoreless innings straight. What do you think about the White Sox? For starters, they can pitch.
Yeah. I'm going to say one thing and one thing only because it's that crazy to me. Shane Smith was this Rule 5 draft pick. He's picked first overall in the Rule 5 draft. He threw the most disgusting changeup I've ever seen the other day in the first start. It was against Carlos Correa, and it started like at the bottom of the zone and went in the dirt. And it was the nastiest thing I've ever seen. It was like 92, and it made Correa look like an idiot. So go check that out. But I guess they have something in them. I've always been a fan of Sean Burke. Davis Martin is okay. Jonathan Cannon's okay. Martin Perez is Martin Perez. So I don't know. I'm not expecting them to be good, but there's something to dream on with some of these guys.
I agree there's something to dream on. I'm not sure I'd buy it, but one thing, sorry to get negative on y'all if there are any White Sox fans that are listening or watching right now, but Andrew Vaughn just isn't the player that everybody thought he would be. I remember I thought he was going to be really good a few years ago, but just he's a first baseman that can't hit, and that's not very valuable in today's MLB.